This console pred is considered the John Wick of Apex Legends. Not only is he a top pred, but he's sort of famous too. You may have heard of the Weapon Mastery Challenge in Apex Legends. This player is still the only one to have completed it. So I wanted to see what he's up to now, if the grind was even worth it, and what's next. We get into the easiest guns to complete, the hardest guns to complete, and why he got into some drama on social media for some of the challenges. Oh, and I also wanted to see just how good he was with every single gun. So we hopped into a friendly 1v1 to see if he is the true weapons master. Let's go. Okay guys, so I have here EwBeans. He's the first player in the world to complete the Weapon Mastery banner frame within Apex. Now, we have him here today. We're going to do a little retrospective analysis of what that process was like and what's next for this man, considering he's basically completed Apex. It has been quite a bit of time since you did successfully complete this challenge. Now, first of all, no easy feat. I'm sure anyone that's also grinding for this still and hasn't completed it will know exactly what we're talking about. So how long's it been since you actually completed the Weapon Mastery frame?
I think it's been about 9 months.
As the first person, and I think the only person, correct me if I'm wrong.
To my knowledge, I'm still the only person with it. There's no way of surely knowing, but I would think that maybe someone would tell me, or, word would get around.
Yeah, it's a pretty big achievement, so I would have assumed it would be on Twitter or somewhere in the Apex community.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, how long did the Weapon Mastery take overall, start to finish?
Well, technically, I started in season 17 when it came out. I wasn't really grinding for it at the time, but around I was still playing the game a lot back then, and I finished it late or midway through season 22, so about a year and a half, I think.
Damn, a year and a half grinding that. Obviously, there's been a bunch of videos that you've been in, and basically I think you're saying the strategy was to literally just keep your gun out. So this man ran a year and a half with his gun out. It's just mind-blowing. It is mind-blowing. And I remember watching that Burno video that you were in, covering all of this when you actually did complete it, and I think you mentioned it took something like 3.5 days of just standing there with your weapon to max it out. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I've done the maths on it. If you hold a gun out for a minute, then you get 90 XP, and the total you need is 425,000
Oh my god.
to get a gun from level 1 to 100. So by that maths, if you held your gun out the entire time, no holstering, in real time, it's about 80 hours. But that doesn't include getting into a game, picking up a gun. You're probably going to holster a gun while you're in a fight, like moving around. Yeah, roughly 3.5 days of straight holding the gun out in game.
That is actually insane to even comprehend, and that's just to level the gun up, guys. That doesn't include actually doing the challenges, right? That is just the levels, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous. So, first question technically on this is, what in the hell made you want to do this? When was the moment you were like, this is enjoyable, I'm going to enjoy this process?
At the start, I wasn't really bothered doing it. It seemed like it was way too much to do, and knowing how the XP worked, it just seemed ridiculous. But being a Maggie kill grinder back in the day and playing a lot on top of using shotguns a lot more, which obviously works a lot easier with Maggie, I kind of already was somewhere around the top based off just how much I used to play and level up my guns automatically. Conveniently, in season 18, while I was grinding for pred, I spent a lot of time just hiding in buildings, holding my gun out, because why not, just leveling it up. And following that, I just got pretty burnt out from, taking the game seriously. So I just dedicated one season of it to holding my gun out, and then it kept going from there, and it turned out to be the most fun thing.
I mean, personally, running out with my gun, I mean, I am aware that, I'm leveling up my weapons as I go by holding my gun out. But usually if I am doing that and all my teammates are dead and they're spectating me, they're like, what are you doing? So, yeah, look, there's always that in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you guys have to have a certain mentality, and EwBeans here definitely had that. And, yeah, he's the first in the world, so it paid off. What was the easiest gun and the hardest gun that you managed to accomplish?
The easiest would probably be just whatever meta gun there was, like the easiest guns or the shotguns, because I was a Maggie player, and the shotguns have always been decent in the game. But I'd say a gun like the alternator, for for example, was easy to level up because of how common and good they are. They're always reliable. Hardest gun to level up would have been either the Kraber or Bocek, because between season 17 and 22, they were the only two weapons that were stuck in the care pack. So you had essentially a 1 in 4 chance of picking them up each time. So yeah, by default, those two would have been the hardest to level up.
Yeah, yeah, and that's only thinking about the leveling up process. I understand that the Kraber in particular had a very interesting set of challenges that made it near impossible to complete. Do you mind telling us a little bit about that? Because obviously you pick the Kraber up in the care package, and that's like the game's almost done. So what was the challenge where you were like, this is just insane?
So honestly, there were two challenges that brought a bit of controversy to me. One of them was the level 100 challenge, where you have to 360 no scope 3 people.
What?
Um,
That's
it is
crazy.
a strange challenge, and I was wondering how people would like. I don't know how the game would pick up that I've done that. It was actually really easy. I had two friends help me by getting enemies weak, and the last team is sometimes pretty body, so I just got to stand there, spin around, and hit a few shots. The level 80 challenge, I got in a lot of hot water over. And that challenge was to knock 5 people out of the sky with the Kraber.
Has that challenge since changed, or is that still the same?
No, that challenge has changed. All the challenges in there have changed.
Yeah, so do you know, you're saying like every gun has changed?
Yeah, like every gun has changed. There's no more like unique challenges. It's all very generic now.
Damn, okay, okay. So I guess in a way, you can sort of say that you were the one to complete it when it was at its hardest, and you were the first to do it, which is pretty cool, man. How does that feel?
It's pretty good. I got a bit of credit taken away for cheating a few of the challenges. It doesn't really bother me. Like, if I was doing them legit, I'd probably still be doing it at this point. The
So-
Kraber one in particular, I got in pretty hot water over. It's a challenge where you have to knock 5 people out of the sky. So the reason why I cheated that one specifically, which I've been very open about the entire time, was because I feel like it's a lot easier for mouse and keyboard players, which I'm not. By the time you get a Kraber, it's pretty rare for there to be a lot of players left, and that's in the small chance that you get a Kraber. And it's no longer one-shot headshot against or at the time, it was no longer a one-shot headshot to purple armor.
yeah, so you basically have to hit them twice in the air. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. Unless, like, for some reason they didn't have a helmet on or they didn't have good enough armor. But at that point in the game, they probably do. There's probably one other team by the time a Kraber drops.
God, I can't even imagine trying to do that in this meta, or this era of Apex, with red shields and stuff like that. It seems impossible. And you did say like the challenges have since changed. Do you know what that one has changed to now for the Kraber?
I haven't paid attention to any of them since they've been completed.
Yeah, you've put them to the side. It's an era of beans that he will remember, but maybe wants to forget. It was a long period of your life, I'm sure, but a lot of pain and a lot of fun at the same time, though, for sure.
Yeah, surprisingly a lot more fun than people think.
Yeah, we touched a bit on like the community reactions to like the Kraber challenge, for example, in a negative light there. But what were the positive reactions from the community that sort of came your way following you putting that post out saying, guys, I've done it?
There was a lot of people that knew I was going for it, and as I was getting closer, I kept posting about getting 100 levels closer, showing the guns that I was mastering one at a time. Obviously, the Burno videos did quite well, and I'm very appreciative of that. A lot of my friends gave me support. I tried to acknowledge everyone. It was pretty shocking, honestly, to see how much support I got.
Have you got any or did you get any people like on Twitch following when you completed it? Because obviously, if you have this frame, you're going to apply it. Are you still running the frame? Obviously, you'd still be running the frame, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've taken it off for I think 2 days. Just try something unique, but yeah, it's not really worth it. I work too hard for it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Have you had any TTV reactions or anyone in your game typing saying, "Oh my god, how did you do that?"
Yeah, surprisingly, I actually get noticed quite a lot in pubs now. Even in American servers.
Yeah, yeah. Did you expect this kind of coverage following you completing it?
No, not really. I didn't think anyone really cared that much.
But did you get any sort of dev notoriety or respect from that?
I have not had any mention or been in contact with any higher up, I guess you could say. I mean, I wasn't really expecting them to like into contact with me and like invite me over, see what's going on and that. It's more like I might have expected just like maybe a post from Respawn saying like the first person has done this, congrats, or maybe a dev would put something saying I can't believe someone did it a year and a half later, but yeah, nothing.
How is your passion for the game now versus then? Do you still have the same drive to play the game, or is there not much left for you to do?
No, definitely not. Like, this game keeps me around because I've always got some kind of goal to get. Like, I wouldn't be playing the game if I didn't have a goal. Like, originally it was playing with friends and then, wanting to be a top Maggie and then weapon mastery and then top pred. And, there's always something keeping me around, but the passion has pretty much died after completing that.
You mentioned before we hopped onto this call that there is something else you've been working on, which you're about 2/3 of the way to doing. Do you mind telling everybody what that is?
So in season 23, I was grinding for Pred, but I stopped playing for a while. Because I was already pretty low in Pred, I thought it might be a good idea to go for a 750 badge because it would just look really cool. And very luckily, I got it. Basically, the same thing happened this season in season 25 too, where I think I peaked at like 80 something Pred, and then I just stopped playing for 3 weeks. Conveniently was safe, and I thought, now is the perfect time to go for another 750 badge. And very luckily, again, and with a lot of help from my friends and tanking negs and stuff, we got another 750. So now that I've got two of them, I can't really stop until I get a third one.
All right, mate, but we might hop into the game now. We'll see how we go in a 1v1 versus every single weapon. I think this is going to be quite interesting. Beans continuously tells me that he's not a good player, which is absolute cap. I mean, he's pred every season, so this is going to be interesting. As a mid-level player myself, I'm very excited for this. All right, guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to go from the bottom to the top of the supply box. We're going to cover every single weapon, and we'll test how Beans goes. You know what? Just put on whatever attachments you want. We'll just wing it. We'll just wing it. Without further ado, let's see how we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, baby. It's been a while since I've 1v1'd anyone, honestly. Oh my god, he's got the schmoves. I'm actually scared. Oh my god.
Oh.
Hello. Uh-oh. He's good with shotguns. He wasn't lying. I'm garbage. I'm proper garbage. No! No! Oh my god. Oh, dude. Alright, moving on to the Mozams. Obviously, we got to do those dual wields. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Some good early damage from both of us. Okay. Uh-oh. The way Beans moves is crazy. It's actually nuts. Oh my god, please. Oh my god, he's literal one. He could not be more one if I tried. No! Yes! Oh my god! We're currently even. We're tied. It's obviously 2 guns in, but we'll see how we go. You like the EVA 8 these days?
It's alright. I don't really like the change they made. Like,
Yeah.
reducing damage for fire rate. Felt like it already shot way too fast.
Oh, no!
That was pretty close.
He's like 2 shots off. Onto the light weapons. So you would say, what would you say your favorite shotgun is, just to recap?
Probably the Mastiff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
What about light gun?
either alternator or R9. Depends on the
Yeah.
situation.
Ooh, I'm keen to try those too. All right, let's get it. G7, 3, 2, 1, bang it in. I'm whiffing everything. You would think that I'm not using any type of input. I'm on a switch. There's no way I don't get a single bullet off here. There's no way. Oh my... Beans, what are you doing? You're scaring me. I actually didn't get a single bullet off. That is ridiculous. What the angles? This is not good. In fact, this is very bad. Oh, I'm dead. I'm screwed. Oh my... What the... Beans, the amount of times you said to me, oh, I don't know how I'm going to compete in a 1v1 environment, you were just full of it, mate. You were just full of it.
Trust me, this is not my forte.
I picked a bad day to 1v1 a pred, honestly. My aim is not on at all. Oh my god. We got one. We got one. Oh. Alright, now, what are we on to? We're on to... Oh god. Alright, P20s. Another set of, I guess, guns now that's had a fair amount of change recently. Obviously, these are now dual wield in recent seasons. So I would argue these are the best guns in the game at the moment, for real. I think 30.
Put Devo.
Devo, yeah, I guess. Oh, I'm nervous about this one. I really am. Ooh, about even damage. I think he's just got a few. Oh my god, he's moving. No! Oh my god, 1 bullet difference. I don't even know what the score is. You guys are gonna have some kind of overlay on the screen, but RE, okay, another gun I don't mind. If I get an RE off drop, I'm not ever disappointed.
Low key, it is so underrated off drop.
Ooh, okay. And this is where, what?
Okay, that was a lot better.
This is not looking good for me. I was hoping to get at least like 5 guns on you, but I don't even think I'm going to get that. Well, we did hear Beans talking about the alternator and how he does love this gun, so I'm assuming I know how this one's going to go. It doesn't stop shooting! It actually doesn't stop shooting! God, I really have to step it up. All right,
Neither of us got a warm up, so
that's true, yeah, we're
This is
straight
a
into
warm-up.
this. No! I get so close, but so far every time. You know what? Okay, I'm going to propose something. Beans, you're going to the other side, mate. This side's lucky, alright? That side is cheat. This side is better. It's just better. Confirmed. Oh my god!
maybe that side is better.
Alright, I mean, it must
Oh,
be the
yeah.
sunlight or something. The sun direction. Alright, we'll take the vault.
Yeah, low key, I just whiffed that whole mag on you.
This is fun, though. This is great.
3, 2, 1.
Holy. Oh my god.
Yeah, maybe that side is better.
No! He just came swooping in! Brother. 3, 2, 1. There's just... why did I contest Beans on height, on a head glitch with a Havoc? Oh god, here we go. The fucking arguably best gun in the game at the moment. Oh my god. Well, guys, I think overall, this is only about just over halfway done, but it's pretty safe to say that I think Beans has got his hand around most of the guns in this game, so... I don't actually know what's wrong with my aim today. It's not aiming. Wow! Alright, Hemlock. Please! Oh, we traded!
Wait,
Oh my...
that's a ping diff.
Wait, what? Let's go. I mean, I might have to run the footage back to see who actually died first, but yeah, there is ping diff for sure. Please! Oh, wait, we completely skipped the Prowler, didn't we? Do you want to use the full auto or the burst?
I've got it on burst, but
Okay,
you know, you don't have to.
We'll use burst. We'll use burst. Actually, you know what? He's going to use burst. I'm going to use full auto. If I still lose, then this is... Yep, this might be my last video I've ever made.
Playing really strategic right now.
Oh my god, okay.
Damn, you
Fuck.
just slammed me, yeah.
Well, I mean, full auto versus burst. I mean, yeah, if I lost that, that would have been retirement.
I'm pretty sure burst is better.
Oh, really?
Not gonna
Okay. All right. Flatty. Like, I think the flatline is my highest leveled gun. It was so consistent for so long, but I just feel like it gets outgunned in this season specifically. Holy beams. Sexy beams, daddy. Oh my god, the way he just goes, like, flying around those corners is actually nuts. Oh my god, I just can't hit anything. The car, I think, also very criminally underrated. I love this gun. I swear it just has, like, no recoil. No, he's way so... Rampage, another gun I've been absolutely loving lately. All right, let's switch up the sides again. Do you want to go that side? And I'll go back to the original. I'm very curious to see how the legendary guns go, or the mythic guns go. It's going to be interesting. There's no way. There is no way. I guarantee the comment section is going to be people slamming me saying, why did you even bother? Okay, well, it's already over. I've been skull pierced in the head. Okay, yep, that was short and sweet. That's just how I like it. Ooh, okay, we're moving on to the snipers now. The old sentinel. Let's go. What? Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. We hit, what, all the shots we fucking took, I think? Damn, bro.
I think we both missed one.
Alright, we'll go wingman. I love the wingman. It's, I think, my second most leveled gun at the moment as well.
Every wingman kill is just really satisfying.
Oh my god.
Damn.
I've warmed up a little too late. How do you feel about the longbow?
There's a time and a place for it, I guess. It's not very reliable without it 3 times.
Oh
Damn, bro, I have no game sense.
Oh my. Okay, I don't know why it's taken me this long, but at least I've got something to show for. Oh no, we're onto your, like, I think you mentioned this was up there with one of your favorite
bread and butter.
guns. The charger rifle. This is going to be a really interesting one. No! Oh my god. I'm so washed.
We are so bad.
Oh, I mean, it's not the easiest gun to use. Oh my! So what Beans was doing there, and I could hear him doing it as he was sliding around, was he would half charge it and then hit that dirty slide and, like, give me the old wrap around there, and that was clinical. Well done. All right. It's a little running joke in my stream. Bow check for me, so if I lose with this one, I'm going to be pretty disappointed, because I do. This, again, is, like, I would say in my top 5 leveled up guns. I fucking love the bow check.
I haven't used it in a while, but when it was in the care package, it was, like, crazy good. I think it was the best gun in the game.
Finally, someone putting respect on my bow check's name. I love it. Uh-oh.
We keep doing the same thing every time.
I know. No! Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, the movement is nuts from Beans. All right, we're on to the mythic guns now. Obviously, the triple take, pretty decent as well. All right, 3, 2, 1. Ooh! Oh my god. Triple take on the board. I'm getting all the guns on the board I just never really use that often.
Every time you beat me too, you, like, actually destroy me. Like, I nearly couldn't see you that whole time. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my... What?
Oh no.
There's
I
no...
tried styling on you.
There's no way. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what I did. That wasn't me. Someone took the wheel. Jesus took the wheel. That was not me. All right. Throwing knife, and then the final boss, the Kraber. All right. Throwing knife. I've not used this in, I mean, since the last time I played Gun Run, so, which was a while ago.
3, 2, 1.
What the hell?
What
did I just do? Uh-oh. I'm scared. This is actually so scary. That went straight through your legs. Oh my god.
No! I'm not picking up the throwing knife ever again.
Bro, I mean, yeah, I don't think we can. What happened to the throwing knife? Do you know? They just, like, never put it in the game for anything except gun run. All right, guys, the final weapon in Apex, the Kraber. Obviously, the one that Beans had to absolutely battle through. I'm going to be very interested to see how this one goes. But Beans, it's been a pleasure. Let's see how we go. Count us in, sir.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, double whiffs off the start. Oh my god.
Honestly, he didn't even hear you over there.
Where's he gone? I can't hear him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my god, hello. Oh my
Damn, bro,
god.
this gun sucks.
Alright, I think that is that every gun? I think we've covered them all. Alright, Beans, is there any plugs you wanna plug for the video? Any social media that people can check you out on?
Pretty much just my TikTok would be pretty cool. I kind of upload pretty consistently there.
But yeah, guys, please go and check out Beans on TikTok. He also has Twitch. I'll throw those all up on the screen and in the description.